First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. This one fielded at the 5. So that will push him back.
Let's go.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back. That penalty will move them back.
Set, ready? 60 yards.
I got one.
Greystone, travel. 5.
Throwing on first down. Costello. And his first pass is incomplete. Blake Martinez, the linebacker, was there in coverage to disrupt.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ready?
After the
70,
incomplete pass
Indy,
here now
pilot,
is second
64,
and
wait.
10.
Right up.
Play action. Costello. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Zadarius Smith able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Here we go.
After the sack, they'll come up
60
now, third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Bravo.
4-2.
Snap.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to look deep for more. He's got a man complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it. Now the big play pushes him all the way out to the 40 now for first down.
Ready.
Operating from the gun, Costello. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
It's not a bad idea, not at all. You've got a bunch of defenders reeling a little bit back on their heels after just giving up a big play. You take another shot and hope to complete it. In this case, though, it falls incomplete.
Let's go.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Costello. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. They'll try to run first with Ingram. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they?
50,
Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Hey, watch this.
Ingram again. First down carry. Into enemy territory.
48-yard line.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Let go.
Off the play fake. Costello. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Zadarius Smith able to drop in that time for his second sack of the evening.
But enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly
60
the
out,
momentum
Mo.
shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very good man.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Rashawn Gary providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet, the little rubber pellets shoot up. Never necessary for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 15-yard line.
Ready,
Here's
ready.
2nd and 9, just a yard
Gator.
on that last run.
Bunch formation, bunch formation. Come on, boys, come on. Check number 6, check number 6.
Smooth.
Record.
Shoot.
From the gun, Patterson.
You remember me? Let's go, baby.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
On the
An
set.
incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Costello. This is caught. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense,
H3
find
Gator.
the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any
H3.
defender can step
2
up.
H snap.
Perfectly. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are able to strike first into this opening corner. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Packer offense ready to get their next
General
drive
West.
underway. The opening touchdown. 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Let's go now.
So after the run for no gain,
61.
here's
Match
2nd and
box
10.
right.
Here I come again.
Hey, Haywood. Hit it.
Operating on the gun.
I'm coming after
Patterson.
you.
Man
I'm
open,
coming
that's
after you.
Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
Set, ready. 30
Second down
base.
pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a
2-jet
3rd
bomber.
and a
2-jet
couple
bomber.
remaining.
Get him, boys.
49, check 49, check 49.
Deep rip. Deep rip.
From the gun, Patterson. Flush to his right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Fielded just inside the 20. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And the Lions will take over.
Ready?
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. He's settling in nicely here in the first quarter running the football. Remember, he already has the touchdown run.
And you can feel the vibe, can't you? He's in unison with his offensive front. They are in concert together. So if you're flipping over the outside line of scrimmage, they've got to be more physical and handle some of these gaps that have been created.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 39-yard line.
Come on,
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Army.
2nd and 4. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Back to throw. Costello. And he's got the hook up to Moore. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, it's Ingram, and he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They'll pick up another 1st down.
Looking to throw. Costello. And a completion to Wilson. 1st down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting it in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw, go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Wilson's got it complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Hey, here I come. Here I come.
Now.
Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Albert Wilson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game. And typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Going long here for Wallace. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
No.
Rock it.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Here we go, set.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Operating from the gun. Patterson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you
Go
after
now.
the game.
18
If you play in the back 7 on defense,
42.
that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
25-yard line.
Hey, Delta.
Looking to throw on second down. Costello. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively, you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Costello. And he's got his target. That's more. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Ready? 30 base.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Just like that.
10 at the 33-yard line.
Shoot.
From the gun, Costello. Complete. It's Johnson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
60 yards.
Forcing a 2nd and 2 after the last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run it with Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable.
Come on,
You know
set.
me pretty well.
70,
2nd down and
Indy.
short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. 2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Patterson. That's complete to the former Aggie, Jay Sternberger. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Go.
At the 39-yard line.
2nd and 3. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Alpha. Hey, Mike 51. He can't hang.
From the gun, Patterson making the catch is Sternberger. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Okay, baby, I see you.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do? You got to kind of down those, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Interception. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams. His second touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 29-yard line.
Ready, ready.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw.
Ready,
I'm
ready.
running a screen.
60 out
I'm
long.
seeing if something pops.
Here we go.
And if
Here we
it
go.
does, that
Here
can
we
alter
go.
my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver, and it's third and 5.
15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie.
Double tight. Even.
5.
Operating from the gun, Costello. He's got his man, T.J. Hawkinson. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Let's go.
A gain of 22.
It's a gain of 22 yards. That's good for a Lions first down.
On the double.
First and 10
Line
at the
42.
45-yard line.
Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better be ready.
On first down, Costello. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
James, incomplete. It's now second and 10.
Let's go
So
now.
after the incompletion
18
on
Gator.
first, now second and 10.
It's a party.
Topper. Now.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Set, ready.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that.
Ready.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a new way I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Golf.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Hit it.
To throw on second down, Patterson open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That one a first down pickup of 8.
30 base.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Check.
Big rip.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. This thrown quickly out to Jones. It'll be a gain of 4. And it'll bring up a second down.
Come on, set.
You know, despite the
60
scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
You ain't going nowhere.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
And now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Get it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Silver.
Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hawkinson. 11 yards there and a line first down.
Here we go.
There's so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
I got him.
Mike's 4-2.
Hey, orbit.
You.
Shoot.
On 1st and 10, Costello. They'll let this go for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Ready.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10.
4 down.
Time.
Throwing again. Costello. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
On the ready.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Hey,
we have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. 2nd and 10. So Valdez-Scantling over the middle. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
50 plant.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Let's get it.
Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50.
Hey, let's get off the field.
Hey, Echo.
The field, D. Mike's 50. Hey, pick it up.
Ready.
From the gun, Patterson. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
On the set.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now first down carry by Jones. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
51, Mike 51. I got him.
He got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
You ain't got nothing.
Big river. Big river.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Good work,
Give him
boys.
10
Let's go.
there. Good enough for a
Let's
Packer
go.
first down.
Got it.
It's a gain of 10.
Mike 51.
61. Matchbox lights.
On first down, Jones. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a second and 2.
8-3.
Hey, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
The big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line. The whole blockers on them, allow them to throw sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great effort there. His third touchdown now of the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be taken very short. Shrugs him off. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
He's coming. We got double up.
Recon, 132 fighter. Shoot.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Come on,
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. Two division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on first and 10. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. So the solid run on first, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that second down play.
No, it's all in your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you're trying to run it up on your friend.
Let's go.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Throwing on first down. Costello looking left side. That's caught by Moore. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Slam.
Blue draw corkers. Ready.
2nd and 6. He'll get this one to Galladay. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. 20. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. The try here for the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Makes the score Packers 21, Lions 17.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Come on,
The
set.
Detroit
30
offense
base.
ready to begin their drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner.
tired.
How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Okay,
The
break.
run got 4.
Mike,
Now they
42.
deal with a second and 6.
Target.
Mike 42.
Deep rip.
Looking to throw. Costello.
Don't get nervous.
Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. That
That
goes for a gain of 31.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A
60
touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Now Johnson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Let's go. 70. Indy.
Sweetheart.
Let's go.
Off play action. Costello. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors they have to look at to try and help out, but you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
A 53-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that'll bring them back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Okay, ready?
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
6-6.
A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for
Look at
error
me.
is small
Zipper.
with a slim lead. Operate within your
Get it.
The offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their
90
dream
full.
scenario, get enough first downs to make them
Hey,
lead up their
Charlie.
timeouts so the game
51 to
ends
Mike, 51
when
to
you're
Mike.
kneeling down with the
Better
football.
bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
Hey. High 7.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. All right, D, let's go. All right, D.
Shoot.
Looking to throw on second down. Patterson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bud Dupree. What persistence, and that persistence pays off. Tracks him down for a 19-yard loss.
Ready.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight
Here we go.
one-point game.
10
So it's
Lobo.
Packer football here as we welcome you back.
Hey, let's go.
And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Now. Buzz. Five.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Patterson. He completes it to Jones. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield.
At their own 47-yard line.
Ready,
The
ready.
Lions
50,
offense
plant.
ready to kick off their next drive.
Whip.
They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So, tell me if I'm wrong, you don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. And an alley to run. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Lions are going to jump back in front.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish him off.
The score that puts him in front here late, but you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is that lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Protection was great. He had time to set up the campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find the open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
15 line.
Quick the edge.
Hey! Leo! Hey! Wahoo! Hit it!
To throw.
Hey, watch the ball.
He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field. Now, that incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start moving.
Back to throw. Got his man there as Wallace complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Real clock management 101.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check. 42's the mic. Here we go.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Lions, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Packers,